everyone. What's that about spam? Let's come back and we'll discuss. Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. It is a busy morning here in the Shinsky house. I already cooked Lori breakfast. She wanted to go see Mom in time to help her eat her breakfast. She needs to be handed the food and encouraged to eat. So Lori left. I've got to go do banking. I've got to go to Mom's apartment at the assisted living and pick up some clothes and things, so that we don't know when she's through, if they transport her, if we have to transport her. Mom needs some shoes or slippers so that if she does get up, she can walk. Mom can't walk barefoot very well. So we've got to do some things today. So it's been very busy. Paying her bills. I've got to go pick up her bills at the facility, get those paid in and such. So that's where we are this morning. Now you guys, my sister eats Spam and I'm rotating my Spam. Yes, I am, because it's Spam. We bought a bunch of shelf-stable Spam, and I have several different flavors. The one that I cooked Lori this morning will be inserted right here.
Spam, a mystery meat that's kind of neat.
It's my new meat slicer.
Wendy likes to put her hands right in front of the camera.
Yes, I do.
Oh, look at there.
Yeah,
That's simple, huh?
Yes, indeed. So now I got my my Spam sliced for Lori. One. This one is the Spam with real Hormel bacon. Yes, indeed. Spam and eggs. And I got a meat slicer, which works wonderful for Spam. Look at this. It works really, really well. Now, if you don't want the salt that's in this Spam, you can take this Spam and put it in warm water and let it soak for a few minutes. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll show you, because it pulls the salt, it pulls the sodium out. This water is very hot. I'm going to get this bowl, and I'm going to put the Spam in it. You know, they use regular table salt, and if that's something you don't want, you can pull the water out by just putting your Spam in a bowl.
You want to cut first.
Yes, you want to cut it first so that you get the best body surface. And this is warm water from my ACEKOOL electric kettle. And I'm just going to let it sit there and leach out the sodium. So basically, we want to let this soak in the water for several minutes, and you can even put it in the refrigerator in water and just let it soak out. It's leaching out the salt. It will release some of the salt, and then you can just pat it dry and fry it or cook it the way you normally would. Spam is already pre-cooked, so you can make sandwiches, Spam sandwiches. Spam is meat. It's shelf stable, you guys. Is it the best ingredients in the entire universe? No, it is not. Is it massaged, hand-fed cows? No, it's not. But it's keto. It's shelf stable. You can eat it in an emergency. You can eat it straight out of the can, and you can make several different meals with it at the price of meat now and the price of everything. Canned meat is a great option. If you are on a very tight budget, if you are on a limited income such as Social Security or any other type of limited monetary means every month, and you have a limited budget to buy meat, canned meat might be your best option. Like Dr. Ken Berry says, you can live on hot dogs and mustard and lose weight and do better eating that than the American sad diet. So, of course, you don't eat the buns. That's the issue. Unless it's keto, of course. Or unless it's my buttermilk bread buns. Yes. Yes, indeed. Anyway, you guys, I am wearing stuff that is lightweight because I have to suit up when I go see Mom. It's very hot in their rooms. My mom and that lady have their room like on 78 degrees in there. And when you're wearing that paper plastic gowns and everything else, it gets very hot. Plus, I want to be able to come home, throw this right into the wash, step into the shower, and go from there. I have Lysol spray at the front door that I can spray my shoes off with before I come in the house, just like we did during lockdown and every other time. So you guys, I'm going to get started. I'm going to let this rest for a little bit. Then we're going to come back, and Harry and I are having Spam and eggs and Mexican Oaxaca coffee from Momentto. Yes, indeed. This is for Harry and I, so I can touch the Spam with my own hands if I want to. How many pieces? 2?
3.
3?
3 for me.
3 for you. Well, we're almost out of Spam again, so that works out really nice for all of us.
Why don't you just cook it all?
Because I like Lori likes fresh fried Spam in the morning. So we've got these 2 left. I'll put those in. I've got to put these, my pumpkin spice caramel snickerdoodle in the big containers today, Harry.
Okay.
So anyway, you guys, I'm putting my butter in the pan. And I'm going to fry my Spam, and then I'm going to fry some eggs. Get my Spam dry so the butter doesn't spit at me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to put my Spam in the frying pan. Spam is a very versatile meat. You can cut it up and use it in the place of ham in any casserole dishes. We used to call it mystery meat growing up because they used to not have to put ingredients inside of things once upon a time. That's how old we are. But this is the one that I made is the Spam with bacon. So let me get where's that can at? Did you wash it and put it in recycle already? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get it. Hold please. We are eating Spam with real Hormel bacon. The ingredients on this one is 6 servings per container. Calories is 180 calories for 2 ounces. It's 16 grams of fat. Total carb 1 gram. Sodium is going to be a little bit less than what it says because we let it sit in the water and leach some of that out. But basically the ingredients, it's fully cooked, ready to eat, cold or hot. Since Spam with bacon and ingredients. Pork with ham, bacon. The bacon was cured with water, salt, sugar, dextrose, sodium. If I could read that.
I know it's really small.
Anyway, it has the nitrates in it. It does have bacon fat, rendered bacon fat, water, and then the last 3 ingredients are modified potato starch, salt, sugar, and sodium nitrate. So is it the best in the West? No. But can you have it? Can you lose weight on it? Yes, you can. And we like the taste. When we were little, you could maybe go to somebody's house to eat Spam, and they would have scored the top, put the pineapple, put the cherry, and the little cloves in.
That was my mother.
And that was dinner.
Oh, I hated it. I love Spam, and she ruined the taste.
With the cloves. You didn't
I didn't like the cloves.
Or pineapple. You don't like the sweet part.
No.
So they treated it just like ham. When my dad went to Vietnam in 1962, before it was a war, it was a conflict, and he went was reinactivated and went over in the Navy to do some things over there. We went to the PX, whatever you want to call it now. I don't even know what it's called now, but we would get our food once a month. And when Mom would get that check, the first thing we would do to the Basics Exchange is we would get our meat. And she would get tuna, she would get Spam. And we would have Spam. There was no option. That's what we had a lot of when my dad was back. My dad worked for the Union Pacific Railroad as a conductor for over 30 years, and when he was in the active reserves and when he was activated, they held his position. So he didn't lose seniority, he didn't lose his job when he came back, which was super nice back then for the railroad to do. I don't know if they still do that or not.
Well, by law they're supposed to, but
yes.
you know.
But anyway, my dad did that. He worked for the Union Pacific Railroad and was in the Navy.
Now they did that for Joe.
Did they?
And they came back and said, well we can give you your, Joe was my uncle, one that just passed away. We can give you your job back, but that means we're going to have to lay off people with families that we hired while you were gone. So he just said screw it and walked away.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm cooking now. Look down here in this delicious grease, this delicious butter. I am making our eggs. And you guys, I didn't show you what we had to eat. Yes, well, you guys saw what we had to eat. I didn't put the macros in because it's too hard to do when you're ordering at restaurants. We ended up eating out the entire time yesterday because my sister's plane was actually 2 hours late. And by the time she got here, she was starving. So we took her out to eat, and we went to eat at Joe's, waiting for her to tell us when she was gonna be actually lifting off. So, because her flight is not long, it's only a couple hours to get here. But the problem was the plane needed to de-ice several times, and then the de-icer truck, which is diesel, the diesel gelled because they had the wrong diesel gasoline in it. They didn't have the gasoline that's diesel that has the mixture in it that keeps it from getting too thick and hard. So anyway, she was not a happy camper when she landed. So we took her to Texas Roadhouse where we had our dinner, and we inserted that and showed you guys that yesterday. So yesterday, you know, Harry and I go with the flow. Whatever we need to do, who knows every day. When you can set up a plan, right, and work your plan, but then things change. So we just kind of have learned just to go with the flow and everything that's happening with Mom. For those of you who are brand new, my mom is in the hospital right now in the isolation ward. We are allowed to visit her, which I am so amazed and thrilled for, because last year, nope, you would not have been allowed to. So that is exciting news, and I try to wear something comfortable because you have to gown up, you have to wear the gloves, you have to wear the mask, you have to do the whole thing, and then you got to come home and make sure you wash everything. Anyway, our eggs will come back when we have Spam and eggs. Yes, indeed. There you go. Look at those beautiful eggs. Aren't those pretty? There's yours. The problem is my pan's too slippery.
Cut some off for the pup.
Just a second. Got to get that greasy butter deliciousness. I'm going to get her some of these eggs.
Yeah, because afterwards she's going to want
She's going to want some. And you guys, we are having spam and eggs. Yes, we are. Anyway, you guys, gotta eat now. Hey everyone, I paid my bills, went to Mom's apartment, got her bill, paid that, went and did my banking, but I was talking to my daughter today and telling her how hard it was for Mom to get the fluids into her. She's on a liquid diet. She goes, Mom, why don't you get her some sippy cups or get her some of those non-spillable cups? Because it was very hard for her. She's very shaky, you know, when she tries to drink and stuff. So I thought that was a great idea. She cannot use a straw because of her bad hiatal hernia and the air. But like Felicia says, they don't get air in them. They're made. So I got this type. It's a spill proof. And that's another thing. Mom falls asleep. If she falls asleep and it falls, it won't get all over her. I got one of these. This has got like a different kind of a top. I brought them home to wash them before I take them because whatever goes in the room is going to have to be thrown away. And then I got her some smaller ones that she can hold that aren't going to be heavy. And then I thought, you know what? I'm taking Ensure high protein. I've got Premier protein in chocolate, and I got some vanilla of the high protein nutritional shake. I know they're not as good, but you guys, I'm trying to get food into her and fluids, and they have a windowsill where she's at, and I can put them there, and Lori and I can give her this throughout the day while we're there instead of trying to have her eat an oatmeal or a yogurt. She's having problems with taste, and I think she'll do better with that and these cups. And then I got her a pair of really soft fuzzy slippers that are stick proof, you know, so she can walk okay, because she wants a pair, something for her feet. And she has wide feet, and these are pretty wide. So, because everything that goes in the room, you can't take back, and anything that goes in is going to be thrown away or taken back to her room and desanitized once we're all done with this. So I thought that was good. I got them at Walgreens. So, we're going to start her with the Ensure and the Premier protein shakes, because last night she would not drink her soup. She would not drink, she took a few sips. She would not drink I ordered chicken bouillon because, and her apple juice, and she drank a half of a cup of apple juice and a little bit of water. And I think this will be easier for her to use, because she was spilling it out her mouth trying to sip through the bowls of soup and stuff. She can't eat with a spoon. She's too shaky now. So I think that's best. I'm going to go now and go visit Mom. So you guys, we've already had our spam and eggs for breakfast. Yes, we have. And I'm out the door, and I'll share everything when I get back, you guys. See you in the next segment. Hey everybody, Lori and I are back from being with Mom. We were afraid when we first walked in because the nurses were working with Mom, and she was shocky, very, very shaky. Her blood pressure was 212 over 100 and something.
Wow, that's
they
really
gave her some medication to help bring it down very quickly, and I think that's why Mom was shaking so badly. It went down to 185, Lori? 165 over 78, and my mother has low normal blood pressure like we do. She always has. And they said yesterday that she started getting high blood pressure during the night. They gave her a different salt pill, and they think that that caused the blood pressure spike. So we got her, she was very shaking and shocky and cold, so we covered her up, got her calmed down. She got to sleep some, and basically we just sat there, and every time she wanted a drink of water, I was there and gave her a drink of water. She's a little feisty though. She kept telling me, Wendy, be quiet, I want to sleep. And I wasn't really talking to her. The TV was, but that's when she would sit up and want a drink of water. So today was a little bit harder, tonight was, with Mom. And we're going to share a little bit. I took a picture of her sleeping. If it bothers you, don't watch the little film, but I'm going to insert that here. Hey everyone, I'm going to take you in and show Mom. She's sleeping now. It was a rough go today. every single day can bring 180-degree change, and today's one of those. So if this is going to bother you, please fast forward several minutes. But I'm going to share Mom. She's sleeping right now. So let's go in. Mom is sleeping. Lori, say hi to Jill, and to Felicia, and to Chalice. And we're just taking one day at a time. And thank you so much for all your prayers and your well wishes and your concerns. We truly, truly appreciate it. But you guys, I'm wasted. I need to take a shower. I need to get out of this and get a shower. But I do have steaks out. Harry, you can come show the steaks. I promised Harry I would make cookies. I've got some snickerdoodle. I just need to kind of rest and recoup and
don't worry about it.
take the stress. We ate at Joe's. Lori came back from the hospital. She was there this morning while I was doing all the stuff I needed to do. We'll insert what we had here. So I ate about 1, and I'm not really hungry, but I'll cook Lori and Harry a steak. And once I calm down and just relax a little bit, get a shower, and get the kinks out of my neck. You know, the hospital chairs in a room are not the best in the West. So anyway, you guys, please remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you right here tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Yes, indeed.